guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to do a swatch video, which I haven't done in a minute. I actually wasn't expecting this to show up at my door at all for some reason. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to what's going on in life. But Mac sent over the new Powder Kiss liquid lipstick formula. Now, the Powder Kiss lipsticks, I did a swatch video probably a year ago now, swatching and reviewing every one of the shades they came out with when those released. If you want to watch that, I'll link it right here. It was one of my most watched videos of all time. So naturally, I assume that you guys are going to be pretty excited for this new formulation as well. I haven't tried them yet, but I swatched one on the back of my hand yesterday and it seemed like really very interesting. I felt that there was a cooling sensation first and foremost, and second of all, the wand is odd. It's different. It's very new. It's strange. How many ways can I say it's fucking weird without just coming out and say it's a little weird? The wand is a little weird. At the end, I'll let you guys know my thoughts on the formula as well as my thoughts on the oddly shaped wand. But in case you don't know, these are intended to be like a little bit of a soft focus kind of a lipstick, which means that you can actually just put it over the whole lip and kind of do like a blotted lip sort of a look with it. You can even kind of smudge the edge a little bit and it looks really nice. Or you could also do that style that's more popular in Korean makeup where you put a little bit of color in the center of the lip and then blend it out like that. These lipsticks are intended for that type of use. I am going to put them over my whole lip though, so you guys can see the colors very clearly and decide which ones you like. Just FYI, going into this, my lips have been for the last couple of weeks the most chapped they've ever been in my entire life. So if you see them looking slightly crusty in the up close shots, that is how they are starting and not the result of these lipsticks. So just FYI, I'll let you know if they feel drying to me because, you know, like I'll be able to tell a little bit from putting 17 of them on and removing them. But we are not starting in a good place. My lips are not in a good place right now. Before we get into it, don't forget to like this video if you like it, because duh, if you like things, you should like them, you know what I mean? And also it's very helpful and I would really appreciate it. And also, if you are new around here, go ahead and subscribe because I would love to have you around for more videos. Generally, my videos are not just me putting on swatches silently, they are more chatty. We do a lot of makeup looks and reviews and stuff, and I find it to be a very good time. And those of you who decide to stick around think it's a pretty good time as well from what I can tell. So I would love to have you around for that too. I'm going to timestamp each of the colors in the description down below. So if there's a specific one that you want to jump to, you can jump down there and see that. I'm going to remove this lip gloss that I'm wearing now and prep my lips, and then we will dive right into the swatches of the new MAC Powder Kiss liquid lipsticks.
Chillin', watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our clouds when people change, but not us, and we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun, could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, cause you got me holding. 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 C 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
Alright, so 17 lipstick applications later, and I think I have a pretty good idea of how they work. My lips are also so stained and so overly exfoliated. The weird little dick tip applicator is definitely not a bad applicator, but I'm not sure if it's anything special that makes these go on any easier than they would with like a regular applicator. It reminds me a little bit of the one from the Fenty Stunna lip paints, except it's not as flat on the end, and honestly I think I prefer the flatter ended version, but it's not bad, and I felt like I had an easy enough time applying these, and especially if I was going to apply it and then kind of tap it out for a more diffused look, I think they're just fine. Now, as far as the actual liquid lipstick formula itself, these are bizarre, and I mean that in a good way because I like the way they feel. It's just one of those things where I feel like I don't understand the feeling that I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean? I felt this way a little bit with the Powder Kiss Bullet formula as well. It is very matte and feels almost powdery on your lips while simultaneously also feeling balmy. And these are two coexisting sensations that my brain cannot compute. You know? That being said, they feel really nice. Like, it has almost like a powdery, waxy, balmy kind of a thing going on. I feel like it makes everything sit really smoothly. All of this while simultaneously somehow feeling like it's pretty light on the lips. As far as the wear time on these, I have yet to test them. What I usually do after a video like this is wear these around like throughout my daily life for like a week or so, and then give you guys an update on what I think on Instagram. So if you're curious about like the wear time and stuff, maybe hop over to my Instagram story. You can find me over there as @MissQuinface. I would love to have you be part of that little crew as well, but it's also useful because you get product updates that like take place over longer periods of time, you know? So I'll keep wearing these and let you know how they wear, but I wouldn't expect a very long, like a long wear sort of a situation out of these. I feel like I'm not gonna get 12 hours out of these, but we can still probably get a decent amount of time, and we're gonna find out. Oh, and I almost forgot to say what I'm wearing on my lips right now. I put on Date Maker, which was the first nude one that we put on, all over the lip, and then I blotted out the edges, and I also added a little bit of Model Off Duty in the center to get more of that like pink in the middle, moving out to more of a nude sort of a look. I found that most of them, even the darker ones, were surprisingly opaque. Sometimes with like these powdery finishes, I assume that they're going to be more sheer, and you can sheer them out, but they are still very even, which I appreciate because patchiness is just like the least favorite thing of my life. I just hate it in any sort of a scenario. I picked 3 colors out of them as I was going through that were my favorites. So Date Maker, which was the first one that I put on, is my favorite of the neutrals. I also like Mull It Over a lot, which is hilarious because that is the same color that I chose as one of my favorites when I did the original Powder Kiss Bullets. So I'm really predictable and boring, but at least I'm consistent. And I also really liked Burning Love, which I think I also chose as a favorite from the original Powder Kisses. However, this time I was especially shooketh because I really liked the fact that it was that rich kind of plummy shade, and it was on the darker side. I was gonna say really dark. It's not really dark, it's on the darker side, but it still looked so good in this finish. Somehow like a little bit sheer and powdery, but like also still really even and rich and good, and I was just impressed with that finish. I literally put it on like, oh god, this one's gonna be rough. And it wasn't. It was so surprisingly nice. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these types of lipstick. Do you like that powdery, blotted lipstick kind of a formula? Do you see yourself picking up any of these? Would you prefer the bullet version? Which color did you like? Whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it in the comments down below. Like I said, go find me on Instagram. I'm @MissQuinface over there. It's good for product updates. I also post things on the timeline, and I would just love to have you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so because I think it'd be lovely, and I would love to have you. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me and talk about makeup today, and I will see you in the next one.